Hey everyone, Argonaut from the right way, and came across this very amusing article on the Daily Mail again. A grown man who wants to live off the bank of mum and dad for life. The court throws out unemployed Oxford graduate lawyer's attempt to force his enormously wealthy parents to pay him maintenance. Oh, the gall of this guy. Let's have a read of what's going on here. An unemployed Oxford graduate has had a landmark legal bid to force his enormously wealthy parents to pay him maintenance for life thrown out by top judges. Faiz Siddiqui, 41, who trained as a lawyer with a top legal firm, says he is completely dependent on his elderly mother and father. What? How can he be completely dependent? Do you not know how to get a friggin' job? For years, they've given him handouts and put him up rent-free in $1 million flat they own near Hyde Park. This guy has just lived in the lap of luxury, and he's just throwing it back in the faces of his parents who try to do the right thing by their kids. Now you might be wondering, why are his parents trying to look after him like that? If you're from a European background, or most kind of backgrounds like that, in kind of Indian or Pakistani, those types of families, they do tend to look after their children quite a lot, but this is just taking it a bit too far, a long way too far, so they probably should have cut him off quite a long time ago. But yeah, let's carry on and have a read. So after the family falling out, his long-suffering parents who live in Dubai cut their support. Mr. Siddiqui, backed by top human rights lawyers. How can these human rights lawyers even attempt to take on this particular case and not be absolute shamed by what they're doing, you top human rights lawyers? Why would you even do this? Sued his parents in a first of its kind test case in the UK. But now judges in the Court of Appeal have thrown out his claim, saying that married parents have no legal duty to support their adult children. This is the loser here. Go and get yourself a friggin' job, even if it's at bloody McDonald's, like the rest of us would have to do if we're unemployed, right? If you can't get a lawyer job, then go do something else. Clean toilets, flip burgers, whatever it takes to survive. The absolute gall of this guy. The Court of Appeal heard Mr. Siddiqui has a degree in history from Oxford's Brasenose College and masters in taxation, and is qualified as a solicitor. He obtained a 2-to-1 in his degree, though previously tried to sue Oxford University over his failure to get first-class honours, a case he also lost. This guy, he just wants to bloody sue everyone, just thinks he's a big powerhouse lawyer or something. For 20 years, he's been put up by his rich parents in the apartment near Hyde Park. They've also given him handouts to cover his bills and other outgoings. But the court heard how his relationship, particularly with his father, deteriorated in recent years. The financial support they are willing to provide Mr. Siddiqui has significantly reduced, the court heard. Siddiqui, who went on to a Berkshire grammar school, claimed that his parents' handouts nurtured his dependency on them for 20 years. What a ridiculous statement. This guy is a total loser. Oh, jeez. And he's not even a millennial. He claimed that in cutting their financial support, they left the state to deal with the consequences. Go and get a job, you idiot, then you won't be reliant on the state. He last year launched a case against his parents claiming maintenance, but he saw it kicked out by the country's senior family court judge. The test case went to the Court of Appeal for the country's top judges to decide. His barrister, Hugh Southey QC, argued that Mr. Siddiqui is entitled to apply for maintenance under the 1989 Children's Act because he is a vulnerable adult due to health issues. What a load of bullshit. How can this guy, this QC, Queen's Counsel, how can this guy stare himself in the face after he helped the guy to sue his parents? That is ridiculous. And although the Act says an adult child cannot make a claim if the parents are still living together, Mr. Southey said that would discriminate against the children of still married parents like Mr. Siddiqui, and is so a human rights violation. Mr. Siddiqui's rich mother and father, Rakshanda and Javed, fought his claim. They said they did not want to give him any more than £400 a week they were currently providing. I mean, they're still being nice to this loser. They're still giving him £400 a week. My God, he's probably still not paying rent on his bloody flat either, and he's trying to sue his parent. You should just take away the £400 a week and give him nothing. Parents, do the right thing. Just don't give him anything. Cut him out of your will as well. You know what he's going to do? He's just going to waste it all. Their highly qualified son lives in a rent-free in their £1 million 2-bedroom London apartment. They pay for his utilities and give him $1,500 or so each month. That is their choice. The state cannot and should not be interfering in that decision. So it just talks more about the case and stuff. To be clear, this is a man in his 40s seeking financial support from his elderly parents, 69 and 71 years old, respectively. This guy has no shame, right? In the Indian and Pakistan culture, the children look after the elderly parents and provide for them because they provided for the children when they were growing up and getting their education. That's the contract, the unspoken contract between children and parents in Indian and Pakistan families, right? He's completely breaking that unwritten contract. It goes without saying the parents are devastated that they're being put through this ordeal by their son and that they're being put to such enormous expense, particularly when set against their historic and ongoing generosity towards him. Just cut him out. Don't give him anything more. Boot him out. I know it's tough, but he'll be able to find a job pretty quickly when he has to actually do that. Otherwise, just charge him rent for the flat he's actually been living in. So more stuff about it. I don't really want to go on through that kind of stuff. Let's go right to the end and see what's going on. So Mr. Siddiqui, as barrister, has valued his loss of earnings claim against the Chancellor, Masters and Scholars at University of Oxford at £1 million. So he's blaming University of Oxford because he wasn't given first class honours. He probably didn't deserve it, obviously. He added, a severe episode of hay fever may also have contributed to Siddiqui's failure to get the grade he wanted. He's blaming hay fever now. What a total loser. What a total loser. Get a job, you loser. You know, don't stop bloody suing your parents for money. They're already giving you £400 a week. I mean, God, if I could have £400 a week, that would be amazing. So just... yeah, that's just what a loser. I can't say anything more than that. Let me know what you think of this loser in the comments section. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, you're welcome to give me a thumbs down. And if you like my content, please subscribe, as it just means the algorithm will notice my content more. Anyway, hopefully I'll catch you in the next video.